You didn't stop walking until you were outside together, and for a moment, you only paused at each other's sides, staring out across the lot before you. So, we're actually married now, huh? Yeah. Kinda hard to believe, isn't it? Uh-huh. Congrats, you two! Richard popped up behind you and wrapped an arm around your neck to hug you back. You're officially married now! How's it feel? It feels good. Like everything is how it's meant to be. Good to hear it. Be careful, Richard. They still need to get their pictures taken. Yeah, I ain't gonna mess them up. Hope you two are happy about how the ceremony played out. We made some last-minute changes, but I'm beyond tickled with how it went, how it worked, whatever. It was perfect, Maria. Thank you so much for helping with everything. It was better than I could ever have imagined. You guys really did make it perfect. I don't think I could be happier. Wonderful. There's still more to come, but the ceremony was just the most important bit for us to get right. But now you got pictures. The photographers are set up around back, so you two go on, get newlywed photos first. After yours are done, we'll get a list of family pairings to take pictures with. Oh boy. Let's get this over with. Richard, do you think you could grab us a drink and a snack? Of course I can, buddy. I'll go get something. Sorry, I was distracted by the extra apostrophe, but it makes sense because it's course. Something now. I'll help. Shall we? You offered your arm to Spencer and he took it so you could walk about back together. Okay. You greeted by a friendly face as soon as you were out back. Bandit! I forgot Bandit existed. But hello, Bandit. You got back here real fast. I don't know Bandit's fucking voice. Of course I did. I had to make sure I was ready to start taking pictures. You're taking our pictures? You know, it's completely slipped my mind that you're a photographer too. He is? He is. He's usually the one that takes promotional pictures for Dynamite Springs. Dancing is good money, but it's just a night gig. I can fill the rest of that time taking pictures. Oh, it's awesome. I have no idea. I do have to ask something, though. What? Is that suit what I think it is? I'm pretty sure I recognize it. Nothing ever gets past you, Thunder. Is there something special about his suit? It's one of his stage outfits. It's a tearaway suit. You never know how rowdy the reception might get. I'm confident the reception won't get that rowdy. I'm prepared just in case. Besides, you know how Darius can be, so being able to take these things off at a moment's notice comes in handy. Fair point. How about we start getting your pictures handled? We'll do the standard stuff first and a few creative ones I have in mind. You're the pro, so lead the way. Bandit grabbed his camera from a nearby table he had set up. He motioned for you two to follow him. He arranged how you and Spencer were standing together, giving you orders here and there to change up your poses. While he snapped picture after picture, your family gathered around and waited for their turn to have their pictures taken with the other photographer. Nearly 20 minutes passed just yours and Spencer's photos, thanks to the interjection of your mothers, and it was time for family and friends next. You boys are so handsome together. Or rather, you men are so handsome together. Our little boys are no more than men now. We've been men for a while. No, you were still my little boy until today. In my heart, you still be my little boys, but I'll acknowledge for now that you've become men. Oh, I'm okay with that. I know I'll always be your pup. You'll never change my mind otherwise. I wouldn't try. Now you have pictures taken with your brothers. We need all the pictures with them before they can't contain themselves anymore. I heard from them that they get new tennis balls if they stay clean. They seemed rather excited for that. I heard the same thing goes for your father. I had to entice them all to stay clean somehow. You did it for Dean, too? He felt left out, so I made sure he was included, too. I see. Oh, your father is a precious man. You found such a good one. I really did. Dean was nearby with DJ and the triplets, and Dean was holding one of the giggling boys upside down by his ankles. Though he's as much of a handful as the children are sometimes. Dean, if you drop him, you won't get your tennis balls. You found a good one too, my son. Spencer, you are such a wonderful man, and I am so happy to know that you are who he chose. Of course, that means I lost a bet with his father. Huh? Lost a bet with Dad? Somehow he always knew you'd end up with Spencer. I did not see what he did. I swore you would end up with someone like Tabitha. Tabitha? Wasn't she the girl that had a crush on you in high school? The one that smelled like celery? Oh, yeah. You thought I'd end up with her? Not necessarily her, but a girl like her. She seemed like a sweet girl. Huh. I cannot believe your father had better insight than I did, but I am happy about it. Spencer, you are truly wonderful, and it makes me happy to see just how happy Adam is with you. I'm glad to hear it. Edgar might not admit it, but he is truly happy to have you as part of our family, too. He has always been fond of you. And we know our Adam will be well taken care of. I know Adam was worried how Edgar would react, so I'm really happy to hear that, too. He is happy, so no need to worry. My leg is tingling. Is someone talking about me over here? I told them how you were right about Adam ending up with Spencer, not some girl. Oh yes, I've known for a while that you two would end up together. There was always something that you shared that I could see clear as day. It was the way you looked at each other. It reminded me of the way your mother looked at me. I knew there was something between you, even if you didn't at the time. But big hunch, huh? I'd say it was more than a hunch. He was correct. Spencer, Adam, your turn with the kids. You two have more pictures to do, so get at it. It'll be after the Caldens. You'll be taking pictures with all of us too, so stay close by. It was a chore to get done, but you and Spencer got pictures with them as a group, and with each one individually. You even got a few silly ones with you guys either swinging or holding them, which led them to pleading for you to not drop them so they'd not get dirty. They want the tennis balls. The full family was next, and it was reminiscent of when you were all together for DJ's photo, only this time you and Spencer were in the middle. Your mom and dad were brought in next, so you had two pairs of parents, the triplets, and then DJ and Valerie all together with you. It's a full frame of the family that left you with a full heart, and you were done with them and your parents. Okay, that's the bulk of the pictures handled. I have a special request from your mom, Spence, then there's Darius and the rest of your marriage party. Then that'll finish things up with you two and you'll be free of the pictures. What did my mom request? She'll be back in a moment, so you'll see. Spencer, our pictures are done and we're clean. None of us got dirty. Can we have the balls now? Papa said we had to ask you, not him. Let me look at you. I need to make sure you're really clean. We got pictures taken. We're clean. Yeah, we ain't got our pictures. Shit. What the fuck? We wouldn't have got our pictures taken if we weren't clean. Not true. I would have wanted pictures with you all, even if you were all dirty. Spencer knelt down with all the boys and looked them over one at a time. Looks like you boys did a great job staying clean, though. I suppose that means you deserve a reward. Triplets howled with cheers, and Spencer spread his arms out. Your reward is a hug from your big brother. The cheering stopped, and they all stared at What? They all started at Spencer. It's confused. Kepler? Who the Oh, I guess that's what KIP stands for, but okay. No one's ever called them that, or at least I don't remember it. I was the first to lunge into Spencer's arms, and the other two followed right behind him in a flurry of wags and nuzzles. I still want my ball! Me too, matey! You'll get 'em. Go tell Dad I said he can bring me the cans. Spencer kept his arms around them, and a struggle ensued for them to get free before they ran off to find Dean. They ran off, and Spencer's mom returned with a special guest. Oh my God! Oh, look at you, Grandma. Okay, I'm back with someone who wants a picture with her grandson and his new husband. Of course, the extra request is with Granny. I'll give you guys a moment. Spencer moved to in front of the wheelchair that held his grandmother, and he squatted down so she could grab his cheeks and pull his forehead in for a kiss. Did you enjoy the ceremony, Granny? A soft smile spread over her face, and she nodded. Then she motioned for you to come over. You knelt beside Spencer and received a similar kiss from her. It's good to see you again, Granny. I hope you've been well. She nodded and put one hand to your cheek, then one on Spencer's, and she pushed both your heads together gently. She put her hand over her chest after, and then had to wipe a tear from her eye. I'm so happy for my little puppy. You're a lovely couple. When she spoke, it was barely a whisper. Thank you, Granny. I'm glad you were able to make it out here to see it. I would have had an ambulance carry me out here on a bed to see it. She let out a silent laugh and ran her hand over Spencer's head. Nothing could keep me from this. I believe it. I'd had to show up to your room with Adam just to reenact everything if they tried to stop you. I think we'd had a hard time fitting everyone into a single room. It wouldn't stop me from trying. Okay, let's get your pictures handled so we can get it back inside and out of the sun. Granny waved her hand in dismissal, and she gave you and Spencer another kiss and let you go. Did you have something in mind? Well, I think we already got some really great shots, but we'll get some more. That made for some perfect candid pictures. My poor heart can barely take it. You were taking pictures of us already? What kind of photographer would I be if I wasn't? I've taken tons of candid shots today. And I can't wait to see them all. I'm looking forward to seeing what all I've captured, too. Well, let's add to that now. Yep, we still got more pictures to get done before the reception. Whew. Maybe coming back from a long hiatus of recording right into an hours-long epilogue was not the fucking best choice. The pictures with Granny didn't take long, and once she and Spencer's mother were satisfied, you and Spencer received another kiss before they left. Another set down. Yep. Finally! These three have been whining the whole time while waiting for you to finish your pictures with Granny. You nearly ran into the photographer. He was so excited to get back to you. I bet he would have made for some great photos, though. Or a huge disaster. Can we have the balls now? Please, we'll stay clean. All right. You have the cans, Dad? I only brought one for now. Did you not want yours too? And risk having to share with my family? No thanks. I'll wait until later. Besides, you boys will share with Dad, right? The triplets glanced to each other as Spencer popped a can of balls open. The question was ignored as all their ears, Dean's included, perked up and all their tails wagged. You guys will share with Dad too, won't you? I mean, you don't have to, but it would be awfully nice of you if you guys did. He handed each boy a ball as he said that, Their eyes all lit up. You could see that Dean wanted one as well, but he remained composed. Willie held up his ball to his nose and smelled it with a wagging tail. And then he turned to Dean and offered it to him. Here, Papa, you can smell mine. He is the sweetest, isn't he? New ones smell the best. Dean's tail wagged just as fast as Willie's as he took the ball and gave it a sniff. They sure do! Sammy and Kip looked at each other and then shoved their tennis balls into Dean's hands. Dean looked even happier than before. Papa, let's go play! You can throw it, Tess! You chase them down to if you want, I'll throw them. Alright, let's go play then. Be sure to thank your brother first. Spencer was swarmed and they hugged him. Thank you, Spencer, thanks! Stay for the balls! Yeah, you're welcome. Look, now go have fun. You know, I have long till lunch. My God, we're only halfway through this day. Recording for 3 hours. Yeah, Papa, I'll see you boys at lunch. Suppose I don't have to worry about them sharing with Dad, at least. Doesn't look like it. What'd I just miss? Spencer gave them all tennis balls. You dogs and your love of balls. Though I suppose Spencer has a different type of love of balls, huh? You know it. Don't make me shred those papers we just signed. You wouldn't even consider it. Now, what if you acted like Darius? He's not the one I married. Am I not good enough for you? You really want me to answer that? You don't have to with that response. Anyway, Dexter just said all the pictures left are us and the wedding party. Yeah. I'd like to get one with the full tennis team, too. Well, we can do that. Let me gather everyone and we'll get this last batch of pictures handled. I'm ready to get out of this suit. Same here, but we still have a little while longer, I think. Hey, Grr! You two are awfully popular today. I suppose there might be a reason for that. Maybe a little one. It's the first chance I've gotten to come up and say hello to you guys. Congratulations on your big day. I'm happy for you both. Thank you, Gur. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you're able to come. I wouldn't let my man come to something like this alone. What if he caught the bouquet without me around? That wouldn't look good on me. I don't think they're doing a bouquet toss. We aren't. See? Darius has something else in mind, though. Like what? I can't tell you. It's a surprise for you. There's a reason for that, and you'll find out later why. Should I be concerned? Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, now I really want to know. Same here. All of you will find out soon enough. Are they gonna toss a jock? I am highly against it, but Darius thinks it'll be a lot of fun and give everyone a good laugh. I'm really concerned now. You should be. Alright, I have everyone else, so get over here, guys. Have fun, guys. I'll be waiting for you in the shade, Bumble Bear. Sure thing, Papa Bear. Papa Bear, huh? In an alternate universe, that would be his nickname. Did he just call you Bumble Bear? He did. That's cute and clever. Looks like things are going great between you two. I'm glad to see it. We'll have to make sure our suits are ready for another wedding, won't we? It sure sounds like it. Well, it's... Come on! Pictures! Ready for a final round of pictures? Like the last stretch of a long match. Let's get it taken care of. Everyone was waiting on you, and you were surrounded by congratulations and hugs from your friends. It was a simple task getting pictures with the wedding party and with the tennis team. But Darius had something else in mind for the pictures with himself. Alright, let's go somewhere a little more private for my pictures. What? Why do we need to go somewhere more private? I have some fun pictures in mind, and you might not want your family seeing it. Come on, you have to at least let me indulge a little with these. It's nothing too bad. Let me have this. I have some stuff in mind that I think you guys will be happy about. Fine. Let's make Make it quick, though, so nobody comes looking for us.
Richard, Dozen, Chester have us covered. We should be able to knock this out fast, then you guys can go get ready for lunch.
They know?
Richard does. I just told him to hang around and let people know we'd be right back if someone came looking.
Oh boy. Adam.
We owe him big, so off we go. That's right. And it led the way into the trees along a path and away from prying eyes. He ended up in a secluded area, nobody was around.
So what are we doing?
A few tastefully sexy shots of you two. Considering we've all seen you with pants off, I figured you wouldn't mind something like that.
I suppose. Nobody else better see any of these, though.
You have my word on that. I have a special memory card just for this.
What do you have in mind?
Let's undo your tie, undo the belt, unbutton the pants. Spencer just stood there and let Darius undo his clothes. Now pose against the tree. Pose in a way you know is hot. Spencer raised his arms up and leaned against the tree like it was a pole at the club. The camera shutter was going constantly through this. That's perfect. Get over there and hang on him, Adam. Darius guided you over to Spencer and helped position you against him in a variety of provocative ways. Arms around him, hands on him, even your hands slightly down his pants, and Spencer was pushed into similar poses against you after your clothes were loosened. After a handful of pictures with you and Spencer, Darius wedged himself between you two. Put your hands wherever it feels right. Don't be afraid to really get in there either. I don't mind. Spencer looked behind Darius at you and just grinned and shrugged. And you just grinned and shrugged. Might as well have fun with it.
You're right.
And have fun with it you did. Darius's clothes ended up unbuttoned, and you and Spencer made a full show of it for Bandit as you and Spencer let your hands roam around Darius. Spencer even took Darius by the chin and went into the lion's neck with his muzzle like he was gonna bite him. You, in the meantime, clung to his side and slid your hands down his pants and underwear to caress his thigh.
But damn, guys.
I think Adam has learned a thing or two from Spencer's shows.
Charlie makes a good partner to practice with.
We need to do an act together too one of these days. Spencer's hand traveled to Darius' stomach and his fingers went into Darius' pants just far enough to tease the lion. A few more pictures were snapped and then you all had to stop. Okay, that's plenty for now. I'm hot as a rocket. I know you two are too. I could feel it.
And I could see it. I was really getting into it, so...
Same. Almost forgot we had to go back and see her family.
Yeah. Darius, you have any cologne I can spritz on myself?
Do you think I didn't come prepared? I know you better than you think. Darius pulled a small bottle from his pocket and gave it to Spencer. Not cologne, but it'll help neutralize certain smells. Nobody should notice as long as they aren't in your crotch.
Thank you.
Used it on himself and he sprayed you with it too. He's a musky husky, huh? You could say that.
If you're satisfied with your pictures, are we done here?
Want a couple normal ones with you guys, if then we're done.
Oh, yeah. I want something I can show off at least. Come here then.
Darius was pulled between you and Spencer, and y'all posed together for a more normal photo shoot. To finish it off, you and Spencer planted a kiss on either side of Darius's face, and y'all laughed and hugged as you put your foreheads together.
Thank you, Darius, for everything you've done.
We appreciate you. Yeah, you don't have to get all sappy here, I get it. Okay, let's get back out there before people try looking for us. It's time to get lunch started.
I'm starving now, so let's see what the menu looks like.
I think you'll approve of it. I've been looking forward to this too. I'll start letting the guests still outside know, so you two can head inside. I'll be there shortly to get things rolling.
Thanks, Darius. Come on, Adam. Spencer grabbed your hand and you were quickly dragged back to the chapel with him. I was using a VTuber and it was kind of jank. I watched back all of the footage. Not all of it. I didn't watch all the fucking footage, but I watched some of the footage back because I haven't actually edited it yet. But that was a couple of days ago that I recorded that to give my voice a little bit of a rest. And yeah, I found it a little bit distracting. I consulted with Marshmallow Bears on how he gets his VTuber to be so smooth and well-groomed, and I found a few tricks that I'm going to need to implement when I get better equipment. So for the time being, the VTuber experiment is on pause indefinitely until I find that better equipment. So we're back to this for the time being. I might reintroduce the PNG tuber, but for now, we're just going to do this. I'm sure you won't mind. But yes, I appreciate your patience for the experiment as long as it lasted, and we'll get back to the game now. I was just about to come outside and check on you two. I take it you're all done with your pictures? We just finished. Did your pictures with Darius turn out good? Yes, they did. We got some really good ones. You'll have to show me when they're all done. I can't wait to see them all too. We'll make sure you both get to see most of the pictures. I'm sure Dexter will only give us the best ones to show to everyone. Lunch will be ready in about 10 minutes if you two want to take your seats and wait. We're doing a catered lunch bar, so there'll be all sorts of things to pick from. I'll see to it that the guests find their way to the proper tables. Thank you, Maria. Richard, you can help me. I mean it too. I know what Darius took you two out there to do. We might have to show him the tamest one of the set. We'll see if he remembers later on. Hey, Dad. Gentlemen, if you'll follow me, I'll escort you to our table. Motion to a large round table where the rest of the parents were already sitting. Our table's huge. It's meant for the wedding party and your parents. I suppose we'll get to learn a little more about the rest of all your gay friends. All of my friends aren't gay. Wait, are they? Harold and Richard aren't gay. They're bisexual, at least. I think Maria's straight. Well, she's the only one, then. Huh. I guess so. We'll find out just how they feel about the uniform. You really think all gay guys are into that? Why wouldn't they be? I look good, don't I? Sir, if I weren't just married to your son and you weren't married to yourself, I'd come after you instead. That's not the fucking thing to say to your newly christened father-in-law. That's how appreciated a man in uniform is here. Spencer, you didn't just say that. Father looked surprised by the answer he got and only motioned at the table. Let's have a seat, shall we? I think you flustered my dad. I've never seen that happen before. I might have to apologize to him. I regretted it as soon as I said it. I can't believe I just said that to your dad. What's wrong with me? I can't believe you did either. It has to be that Darius influence. Considering the photo shoot we just did, I believe it. Time to sit down while we have a moment. The family greeted you as you sat down at your seat, and Dean eyed Spencer. Son, do we need to have a talk? You just got married and you're flirting with your father-in-law. Both mothers turned their heads to suppress their giggling, and you couldn't suppress a grin. I was only joking because of the nature of our conversation. I'm sorry for the disrespect to you, sir. I didn't mean to offend you. Offend me? I was flattered. And to be perfectly honest, I was caught off guard. Out of all the people, you're the last person I would expect to reply in such a way. I'd expect Dean to say something like that before you would. Edgar is a handsome man. We're both married, though.
Among other things, I never would have expected Spencer to flirt with another man so brazenly, let alone the father of his new husband.
I said it was a joke.
Does that mean you don't think I look good in my uniform?
That's not what I mean. You do look good in a uniform, but the rest was just me being silly. Okay, I think you guys have had your fun teasing my husband. My husband.
It has not fully sunk in yet, has it? No, I don't think so. We're married now, Spencer.
We are. That means you can't flirt with Edgar anymore.
Dean, that's enough. Behave yourself or you're not getting cake later. Dean puffed out his lower lip, folding his ears back, and looked at his wife with the biggest eyes he could muster. She held up her hand and looked away.
No, don't you dare. That won't work on me.
What kind of willpower do you have? How does that not work? I feel the need to go find him cake right now. I've been married to him plenty long enough for that trick not to work on me anymore.
Adam still falls for it when I do it. Don't use it too often or he'll be like your mother and it won't faze him. I only use it when I absolutely need to.
And by when he absolutely needs to, he used it on me yesterday because I told him he couldn't lick the empty peanut butter jar clean. You deny him such a simple pleasure.
He would, but he can't say no when I whine at him. I have to fight with your brothers over it. Your mother's giving up and telling us no.
They lick every empty container clean no matter what I say. At least I know where Spencer gets that behavior from.
Guilty. I won't let anything go to waste.
While you talked, the wedding hall filled up and your other friends joined you at the table. I hope y'all are ready to eat, because it's time to get the reception started.
I've been ready.
Yeah, I'm starving now. The food smells so good. What the hell was that? All right, what the fuck? All right. All right, then get up here and thank and welcome everyone that's here. You two need to say some words to your guests. Thank them for coming and tell them to eat or something. You didn't prepare us for anything like this. Well, that's what makes it even better. Darius stood between your table and the rest of the guests and raised his hands. May I have everyone's attention, please? Once again, I'd like to thank y'all for coming out here today. And now, our newly betrothed would like to say a few words before we get started with lunch. He smirked and motioned for you and Spencer to stand up as everyone else gave a soft applause. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today for this. It really means a lot to us.
Yes, thank you all. We really need to thank Darius as well, since he's the one that paid for everything and has been leading the way on planning it. And a big thanks to my mother and Maria for helping plan everything as well. So please give them a round of applause for all that they've done. This would been much harder. This would have been much harder to plan without them. Another round of clapping and a few howls rang out. A huge thanks to all of our friends and those of you that's part of our wedding day. You're all amazing, and I'm glad we have you all as our friends. Your support means the world to us. I couldn't have asked for more. Spencer took your hand in his, and he looked to the table. Most of all, thank you to our parents. Even if they think it's okay to relentlessly tease me on the happiest day of my life, without them, I don't think either of us would be who we are today. Now with that, I don't know what else to say. While Darius was ever so gracious at planning the wedding for us, he failed to tell us we'd have to stand up here and give a speech, so then again, I'm just used to that with Darius at this point. It's sort of how he pushed me and Adam together. You better not be telling the story of how I made you two get together. I was saving that for later. Well, that's exactly what I was going to share. And I guess I can leave that for you. Despite my feelings for Adam, I was too scared of him rejecting me and ruining our friendship to tell him how I felt. He was my best friend, practically like a brother to me. The thought of him ending our friendship over it terrified me to no end. Apparently, however, it was clear to everyone but me and Adam that we shared the same kind of feelings for each other. My parents knew, his dad seemed to know, Darius knew, everyone but us. I wanted so badly to tell him how I felt. I had so many sleepless nights and unsent texts thanks to it, but finally it happened. We were forced into a situation that made us come clean. But that's a story I guess I have to leave for Darius to tell. I don't know how long it would have taken, if ever, to tell Adam how I felt if not for him. Someone else might have swooped in and taken him from me. Oh, a little allusion to the other routes and how fucked Spencer gets during those routes. It feels so bad. The sadness. Anyway, but here we are today. I got to marry my best friend. I love him more than anything in the world, and I'm happy we get to spend the rest of our lives together. Thank you, Adam, for all you've done for me and all that you will do for me. You've always been someone I can trust and count on, and you've always supported me. I look forward to seeing all our lives together brings to us. Spencer, you're an amazing man, and while I'm not as well-spoken as you, I'll do my best to be the husband you deserve. I can't think of anything to say that you haven't already said, but I'm just as excited as you are to see what our future together brings. I'm glad Darius was his obnoxiously nosy self back then. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. And managed to get us to confess our feelings to each other. Without him, who knows where we'd be right now? There's no telling. But I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but right here with you. Same here, Spencer. Spencer was pushed into you, and you hugged him tightly while everyone else cheered. Okay, I think that's enough mushy stuff for now. I'm sure everyone's ready to eat, so we'll let these two go first, then everyone else can line up and follow along. So go on, you two, go get some food and enjoy. Thanks, Darius. The arrow was pointing at Darius. The food bar was filled with all sorts of food to choose from. Chicken, fish, steak, vegetables, fruits, soups, desserts. That's a lot of the all sorts of foods you could choose. There was plenty there for even the pickiest of eaters. You piled your plate with all sorts of food and returned to the table as everyone else loaded into line. Spencer sat next to you, and you were unsurprised to see his plate covered mostly with one thing. Chicken? Oh yeah, bacon and chicken, of course. Yes. You know there's more than bacon and chicken up there, right? But this is what I really wanted. You know Darius made sure this was there just for me, so I'm gonna get my fill of it. That's fair. Just be sure to try something else. I might. Your friends and family trickled back to the table with food, and everyone was able to talk and have a good time while eating. You were satisfied with all the food you had, and you spent a good 20 minutes talking after you finished eating. Darius stood up and pulled everyone's attention to himself. Y'all more than welcome to keep enjoying your meal, but at this time I wanted to say a few words for the grooms before pushing them to the dance floor. As Spencer was saying earlier, these two were absolutely hopeless. Anyone with a pair of eyes could see clear as day that they were in love with each other. They were just too dense to realize it for themselves. Spencer's tail was always wagging when they talked, and there was this look in his eyes that said, you can talk about anything, and I'll listen to you forever. Adam had a similar look with Spencer, and I swear he made zero effort of masking his attempts to check Spencer out when we were on the courts. You could tell he had a thing for him. He flushed. There was some scattered laughter around the room. And let me tell y'all, Spencer, man, he always looked so sad whenever they had to say goodbye for a day after practice. It looked like it always broke his heart to say goodbye. Darius grinned at Spencer, his eyes folded back. Jesus Christ, his ears folded back as you nudged and Dean nudged him. You and Dean nudged him. Weird phrasing. It was a little disgusting how cute he could be at times when it came to Adam, but it was endearing. Endearing, a little painful to watch.
So I took it upon myself to play matchmaking and set them up in my own unorthodox way. For those of you who don't know, Spencer is a mess when it comes to jealousy. The man would see red if anyone showed any kind of interest in Adam, even if he was too scared to admit his own feelings. I kinda used that to my advantage to set up a scheme to force out his jealous side. I had a friend of mine get all close and buddy with Adam in a locker room, and then Spencer caught him. I didn't see it, but I heard Spencer was not a happy boy, and that his jealousy was ugly. I'll admit, it wasn't the best idea I ever had, that you could really argue, but you can't really argue with the results. They confessed to each other right away and realized how stupid they both had been. Now it's over a year later and they're married. Crazy how that works. I couldn't be happier for them though. These two deserve each other. In some weird way that they'd probably never understand, they help me too. Love is a strange concept to me. Does things to people, messes with them. But I've come to realize that it isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially seeing how much these two love each other. It can bring out the best in us, and it can bring us happiness we never knew existed. So I owe them thanks as well for showing me that there's more to relationships we share with others than I ever would have realized. I love the both of you dearly, and I wish nothing but the best in life for both of you. He raised his glass into the air. A toast for these two. May your lives be full of all the love and happiness you deserve. Glasses are raised into the air with barks and cheers ringing out from everyone in the room. Now that done, it's time for them to share their first dance together. Get up there, guys, and show us what you can do. Darius signaled to the DJ for the music to change and the lights dim to focus on the dance floor. Looks like we're up. Shall we give them a show? Do you have something in mind? Absolutely. He offered his hand to you, so you took it. Gonna give us something fun to watch? Let's just say I think slow dancing is a little boring. Oh God, is this how everyone finds out about White Thunder? It can be nice, but that's not exactly fun to watch. I want to see you two slow dancing together. So do I. We will, don't worry. But that's not all we're gonna do. Have you been practicing more? He's gotten a lot of practice, that's for sure. Well, show us what you can do then. Just remember to keep this dance PG. Clearly. Spencer led you to the dance floor and put his arm around your waist. Then took your hand with his other. Remember, they took legit dance classes. This wasn't just. This isn't just from the club. The music was soft. And you started off slow. You know, despite everyone watching us, this feels like the first chance we've had to ourselves since we got married. Kind of feels that way. Nobody can hear us, and we have the whole floor to ourselves. It's just me, mean, and you. You were pulled close to him, and he put his face to yours while you danced slowly together. I didn't think you wanted to slow dance. I can't resist it now that I'm here with you. This feels nice. I'm really happy. And I wanted to enjoy this moment a little longer. I'm quite okay with that. He nuzzled against you and a grin spread across his face. I love you. I love you too, Spencer. I'm a good boy. Always and forever. Ow. Let your face rest against his for a long moment, and then he raised his hand into the air. What are you doing? You know how Madame had been using a certain dance at practice the last few weeks? You mean, try to keep up. He snapped his fingers and the music faded out, only to be replaced with something with more energy. You recognized the music right away. Spencer! Time to show everyone what we've been practicing. Over the last several weeks, you went to Madame Esperanza's dance class with Spencer, and in that time,
She taught you how to dance the tango. In particular, it was the Argentine tango. Spencer started off strutting around you, dragging his hands along your chest, back, and shoulders. Again, where's the Oxford comma? A sharp whistle rang out from the onlookers, and a few barks sounded off as the show began. Spencer paused behind you, reached around you, and helped take your blazer off, tossing it away into Darius's waiting arms. Then he flung his aside before pulling your chest together, keeping his face close to yours as you moved around the floor. Lead the way, my love. Where you go, I shall follow. You're supposed to be the lead, though. It's your turn. The music carried on, and Spencer moved his feet to encourage you to move yours. You only have to think about me. Let your body handle itself. You nodded and began to move, leaving Spencer to match your movements while you did. It was slow to start, but as you loosened up, you felt the energy from your husband flowing into you. Between that and the music, you were able to relax and get into the groove, moving around the floor with Spencer. You had no routine in mind, but you remembered a variety of movements that you made during your practices. You kept your bodies close as your feet synced together and moved in unison. Oh, a picture, holy cannoli! I'm a little confused about the anatomical groupings of the lower body here, but whatever. I think I get it now. It's the pants are very similar in color, but that's okay. Spencer's feet and legs danced around yours as they weaved together in seemingly impossible ways. You performed moves that you only ever watched Spencer do, dipping him back or lifting him up as your bodies created something new together. There was a passion you lost yourself to while there with him, keeping your face buried in his fur and your faces together. What? How is your face buried in his fur and your faces together? I don't get it. It was easy to forget you were in a room full of people, and when the music came to an end, you were left in a dramatic pose with Spencer pulled in close. Your foreheads rested together, and you were both panting softly. How was that? Your best performance yet. I'll admit I'm a little turned on from it. I love it when you're the one in control. Barks and howls rang out to remind you there were people watching, and your face flushed deeply. Better keep that boner of yours at bay. We don't want anyone to see it. It'll go away in a moment. Just hug me. You did just that, embracing Spencer in a tight hug as more cheers and clapping ensued. Darius came back to the floor and gave you your blazers, and the lights changed back to normal. You damn show-offs. You knew what to expect. I did, but it was even better than I expected it to be. I don't remember DJ's voice, dude. And here I was gonna challenge you to another dance-off after what I've been practicing. I couldn't stand a chance against either of you. You need to practice for a couple more years to get even close to my level. Sure looks that way. I didn't even realize you could move that way too. What the fuck? I didn't realize you could even. I didn't realize you could move that. I didn't realize you could move that way too, Adam. Do you work at the club with Spencer? No, I just go to classes with him. Let's not talk about that here. I don't want mom or dad over here. You know they wouldn't care if they found out about that. I'm sure they wouldn't, but it's still not something they really need to know. I'd like to keep it that way. Fine. But I want to be there if you ever decide to tell them. I don't plan on ever telling them, but okay. You should tell them over cake because it's time for you to cut yours. I'm not telling them. Darius dinged his glass again as everyone was turning back to their conversations. Now that these two have burned off some of the food from lunch, it's time for them to cut the cake. He motioned back over to the food bar, and there was now a 5-tiered cake placed at the end of the bar. It matched the theme of everything else, being covered in a variety of blue and white decorations from top to bottom. There was even a miniature version of a human and a husky on top to symbolize you and Spencer. Didn't spare any expenses, did you? Why is Adam's suit not blue and white? He's got a black tie on.
odd. Of course not. You only get married once, right? I mean, some people. Well, okay, not everyone does, but you get what I mean. I don't expect you guys to get married more than once. Your love for each other is sickeningly deep. Yeah, I can't see these two ever splitting up. If they do, they'll owe me big for everything I've paid for today. Just how much did all this cost? You don't need to know. Go cut your cake already so we can eat it. There's more dancing to do after. Darius led you to the cake, and Dexter hovered around the three of you, snapping pictures while you got ready to cut the cake. So the bride usually grabs the knife first, so since we don't have a bride, Spencer, you hold it first. Are you trying to imply something? Well, you were standing at the altar first, implying Adam was the bride then. It's just swapping places this time. You gotta share, right? That actually makes sense. That, and I know for a fact you're the bottom 90% of the time. There it is. He's not wrong, though. Tonight will be part of the 10% then. That wasn't a grar, but whatever. That's the noise that came out of me, and that's what you're gonna get. I won't ask you for pictures from your first night as husbands, but if you're feeling frisky or need a photographer, no to the both of you. Let's just cut the cake already. Be sure to hold the pose for me so I can take a good picture. Darius handed Spencer the knife to cut the cake, and you were encouraged to move closer to him so you could hold his hand around the knife. You can lead this time and I'll follow. Good, because that's what I was thinking anyway. Carefully, he slid the knife through the cake. You took control when you saw how small a slice he was prepared to cut. You told me I was leading. You're cutting a baby slice of cake. I want more than that. You always want. You can always get more if you want. And that's what I'm doing. There's a little struggle between you, and the shape of the cake slice came out a bit wonky, and quite a normal wedge. Wow, you two are bad at that. Cake is cake, it's still edible. True. Unless it's made with, fondant. That's what it was gonna be. Fuck it. Whatever. I hope it's edible. I paid a lot for this cake. Now you have to shove it in each other's face. He shoves cake into my face, and he's sleeping on the floor tonight. I don't want to smear cake all over his fur either. And you're boring. I guess feed each other about a cake like normal boring people. He wiped a finger through the frosting and without warning smeared it on Darius's nose. What the? Is that better? Our officiator can have the first taste. Make sure it's good for us. Yeah, is it any good? Darius managed to lick the frosting off of his nose. Of course it's good. I picked it out. You better eat it before I shove it in your faces, though. He would. The first bite went to Spencer as you jammed your fork into the cake and offered it to him. He nodded his approval and took his turn feeding you a bite, again resulting in more barks and applauses of approval from your guests. Good, right? Delicious, Darius. It's perfect. Some of the best cake I've ever had. Thought so. Go sit and I'll get the other guys to help me give cake to everyone who wants it. Let's put another piece on our plate just in case. I knew you'd want more. I didn't know how good it was gonna be. Just get your cake and go eat it. You'll have more dancing to do when you're done. I have another special cake to take care of, and it's time for everyone to get up and dance. What? A special dance? You'll see after the cake. You put another slice of cake onto your plate and return to your table with Spencer. It seems I'm completely out of the loop on what you've been doing since you've moved out. I had no idea you knew how to do the tango. I would have never expected to see you move like that. We were surprised to find out during DJ's wedding that Spencer knew how to dance. He's always full of surprises. Makes me wonder what else he has hidden up his sleeve. Oh, I don't doubt that there's something else. The only thing that might surprise you is how well I can cook now. Is that right? You never were very good with that at home. Thanks, Mom. Well, it's true. You thought it was okay to make grilled cheese using the microwave. Then again, you were always putting all of your time into other things, so it's not like you had much time to learn how to cook properly. I'm glad to hear you're changing that. It's something we set out to learn together. I wasn't exactly a good cook either, so we tried to spend at least one night a week cooking together. I think we've both improved since we started. Good. I always was worried about how he'd feed himself. Before I moved in, there was a lot of frozen meals or bland chicken breasts. It wasn't the best, but at least I made sure I didn't eat fast food all the time. Who wants cake?
I'll take the biggest slice you got.
You can have the second biggest slice. You need to watch your sugar. Meaning the biggest slice will be for me.
Wines! I'm just...
Edgar, don't even think about sharing your piece with Dean.
But look at that face.
He doesn't need the extra sugar, so don't give it to him. The triplets will be bad enough. I don't need to try wrangling in my husband as well.
You mean it's not for health reasons?
Well, he could cut back on the sugar for that, but it's not really the reason.
I am a little on the chunky side, huh? Nonsense, it's extra fluff.
He just gets a little hyper when he's had too much sugar.
We'll be dancing soon, so I need the extra energy to get out there and move my tail with everyone.
A small slice of cake will be plenty for you.
Everyone at the table wanted a slice, but DJ had to take the triplets directly to the cake since Chester and Dozer didn't have enough cake for them. The cake at your table didn't last long, and Darius wandered by to check on everyone.
Looks like the cake was a hit. Everybody's already done. It was delicious.
So if you bring me another slice...
No, one slice was enough. Could he have another piece if he burns off what he already ate first?
Yeah, Mom, can I have another piece if I do that?
You have something in mind, Darius. Of course I do.
Darius moved back out to the dance floor and called for everyone's attention.
I think it's just about time to open the dance floor to everyone else, but we have a special dance to go through first to kick that off. First, let's get the newlyweds back up here.
We already had our dance, so what are you up to?
As it's been made abundantly clear, we don't have a bride today, so there's no father-daughter dance to be had. Who says we can't have a father-son dance, though?
Darius pointed to your dads and beckoned for them to come to the floor. Dean and Edgar exchanged glances, but they stood up amid a round of applause to join you and Spencer. I certainly hope you don't expect me to keep up with the show you and Spencer gave to us. I'll do my best, but some of those moves you two did don't seem appropriate for us to do. I don't think he expects us to tango. We can just slow dance. Yeah. Well, let's get started then. I know your mother will want to turn too. The music changed to something slow, and Dean took to Spencer with ease, letting Spencer lead the way through a slow dance. You, on the other hand, stood awkwardly in front of your father, unsure how to handle it. Shall I lead this one? It's been a while, but I'm sure I still remember how. Sure. Edgar took your hand and put the other on your side, and your free hand rested on his shoulder. Your face burned, and you couldn't bring yourself to look at him, and he led you around the floor. Those two are really into it seems. That's Dean for you. He has no reservations about sharing moments like this with his sons. He's always been loving and affectionate. Aw, look at them! Oh, that's so nice! Aw. True. I've always seen that with him. I suppose I haven't always been the most loving or affectionate, have I? Not quite. You have your own ways of showing it, I suppose. You know that I'm not much of a fan of expressing my feelings. It's how I was raised. Oh, look at that. Look at them. It's a little awkward, but alright, whatever. I know. I'm glad to see it seems to have skipped you. You're more like your mother in that regard, and it's more fitting for you. You'll need that if Spencer gets even an ounce of his father's personality. Oh, he's got a lot of it. Spencer's just as loving and affectionate as Dean is, but he's a little more reserved than Dean is about showing it. He'll show it in public, but not like Dean does. That man doesn't care who sees him acting the way he does. I wish I could be as carefree as that. You can be, you just have to do it. Son, can you really imagine me being like Dean? You want me to kiss you on the cheek like he does with his boys? Okay, yeah, that might be kind of weird, yeah. But if it would make you happy... He changed his tone of voice and moved his face closer to yours. You pulled back and he gripped you harder, making you laugh as he got even closer. No, it's okay. You don't have to. Are you sure, my dear precious child? You couldn't suppress a grin as you struggled and you bumped into Spencer and Dean. Oh, he's swapping partners already. Please, wait. Have fun. You held Dean like what? You held Dean like Edgar held you, and you continued to dance around, and you leading the way this time. I'm sure Edgar is a better dancer than I am. Your feet might regret your decisions. I won't regret it, trust me. Is it because he was trying to give you a kiss? Yes, he's never done that before. What have I tried? It wouldn't be as weird, because I've seen you kiss your boys plenty of times. It's normal for you. I don't think my dad's ever kissed me, so it would be kind of weird for him to do it now. Oh, I see. Edgar does seem to be more repressed at displaying his emotions. It's just how he's always been. We'll break him of the habit. How would you do that? You've not really gotten to see him play with the boys, have you? No, I haven't. Do they get along? More than you know. Between me and the triplets, we'll soften him up a bit. We'll see about that. Leave it to Dad. He moved you to Spencer, and he surprised you with how quickly he managed to slip from your grasp and replace himself with Spencer as he grabbed Edgar. How was dancing with my dad? Awkward. I don't think I've even hugged your dad, so dancing with him is the closest we've ever been. I had no idea what to say. He just asked me how school and work and tennis were going. Then he commented about how responsible I've always been and that he couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law. He said he was happy to include me as part of the family. Then he hugged me, so we did this awkward rocking dance for a moment. It was oddly comforting, but still awkward. It sounds like it. He didn't even give me a hug. He just tried giving me a kiss instead. I saw. What was that about? He was trying to be like your dad. It just came off as being kind of creepy for him. I can see why. You and Spencer rotated around so you could see your dads dancing together and you paused. Dean had his hand resting against Edgar's chest and your dad was looking away with a flustered expression across his face. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't either. Your dad said he was going to try to... Your dad said he was going to make mine more open to affection, though, so... Huh. All right, everyone. Looks like the dads are sharing a special moment of their own, so the floor is officially open for everyone else that wants to dance. Get out there and have some fun. Does that mean we can get to sit now? Nope, moms are incoming. Brothers, too. Guess we have a lot more dancing to do, huh? Yep. We have one other special dance, too, but that'll be one of the last ones. Would it be too much to ask to cut in? Our husbands seem to have no interest in dancing with us right now, so it's up to you two. You didn't even ask us. I didn't want to interrupt the moment we're sharing. That is no moment. Edgar. God damn it. And there goes the eyes. Edgar is trapped. He cannot say no to that. I want to dance too. Where's our turn? I want to dance with Papa and Mama, Spencer and Adam. Okay. Well, we're first, so you'll have to wait until we're done. Maybe Edgar would be willing to share Papa with you? Three boys swarmed Edgar and Dean, and the men were left to sort that out as DJ approached. You and Spencer swapped to dance with your mothers, and more people came out to the dance floor. It filled my heart to see you dancing with your father, Adam. I'm so happy to see you getting along with each other. He seems to have mellowed out a bit since I moved out. He has. Ever since the two of you fought, then you moved out, he has relaxed more. Knowing that you managed to make it just fine on your own brought him some relief. He was literally homeless, though. I'm a little conflicted about this. Like, you could have fucking said something. Reach out to your son. He made it fine on his own until he lost his job and was sleeping in a fucking park until he happened to come across someone who ran a homeless shelter that was miraculously stocked with private funding that is still not explained. Maria is somehow mysteriously wealthy. But yeah, and then he just traipses back in and gets to be hero of the day by being a decent person? I'm really conflicted about this, but I'm trying to enjoy it. Sorry. He was only ever hard on you because he wanted you to succeed. That's not the case. There was the whole military thing and the not supporting of the gay thing, which had to come around on, and I don't know. It would have been nice for him to express that from time to time. You know how he can be. It is hard for him to express his feelings, but he is trying. Okay, but what about you, though? Where were you, Mom, during the fucking homeless time? Hello? Yeah, I can tell. It's kind of weird, though. I'm not used to it. I can understand. I still find it odd from time to time when he tries. It is nice, though. I'm happy to see him like this. You look over to see Dean dancing with two of the boys, and your dad was dancing around with the other. They were all smiling and having a good time, and it made you happy to see it. Yeah, it is nice. You continued to dance with your mother and eventually were passed off to Spencer's mom after. The triplets didn't let that last long. The triplets didn't let that last for long as you and Spencer were forced to dance with each of them, one at a time. When Dozer and Chester got up to dance together, the triplets' attention was focused on them and you were able to sneak away with Spencer to take a breather. So I was messing with Bree and her wet hands. She doesn't know how to dry her hands. She has no concept of dry hands.
Don't touch me with your moisture. You fucking moist hands. You stop it. God damn it. Get out of here, you fucking damp bitch.
Well, I love you. Me too. Everyone seems to be having a great time. Today really is an amazing day, isn't it? It really is. I can't think of anything that could make it better. You know, I can't either. You leaned against Spencer and watched your friends and family dancing. You were surprised and somewhat embarrassed to see Edgar accept Darius's proposal to dance, and as he passed your mother to Dean. What is he up to? It's Darius, so I couldn't tell you. You know, he thinks your dad is hot, so there's probably nothing more to it than that. Even if it's still creepy to me, I hope that's all it is. He's got that smirk, though. Yeah.
You and Spencer watched, and it was hard to tell how things were going. Edgar's face didn't change much, but a smirk spread across his face too. Whatever Darius is talking about seems to have done something. That grin makes me uneasy. I wonder what Darius said to him. Same. They danced for a minute longer before stepping back and bowing to each other. Then Darius strolled over to you. I gotta say, your dad's cooler than I expected. What did you talk about? Not much. He asked how we met and whatnot. Normal stuff. Uh-huh. Why were you both grinning like you were? I told him I appreciated a handsome man in a suit, and that he looked fine in it. Of course you would. And he said he agreed in regards to himself looking fine in it, and that he was sure your gay friends would appreciate it. I told him everyone I talked to thought the same thing. He just looked hot. He seemed to really appreciate that. We talked a little more about what I do for work. Then he said he needed to sit because his leg was starting to bother him. Well, that sounds better than unexpected. I was waiting for you to grab his ass or something like that. I was gonna, but he said his cane hurts, and his cane hurts. Oh, okay. I was gonna, but he told me his cane hurts when it's used as a weapon. Even Edgar has his limits when dealing with Darius. He added that I should just stick to grabbing Adam's ass instead. He did not. Oh, he did. I get the feeling your dad thinks we're all gay together and just have little orgies all the time. You know, that wouldn't surprise me. I can see that too. Why don't we prove this point, make it a habit? You already had your fun. Well, that doesn't mean I can't have more. Be thankful you got what you did. Oh, I am. I won't ever forget that. Excuse me, sirs, but might I steal my boyfriend away for a dance? Please take him. Yes, he's all yours. I forgot they made it official, I guess. You two should come back out and join us. Bandit led Darius out to the floor, and they got in close together for their dancing. Shall we? We shall. You were intercepted by Chester and Dozer before you got to the dance floor, and you ended up being swung around by the bull while Dozer took Spencer. Eventually, you danced with all your friends. Maria, Richard, Dozer, Chester, Harold, Darius, Au, and you danced with all them. All them motherfuckers at some point before you finally ended up with Spencer again. I am so ready to get off my feet for a minute. Same here, but we can't rest just yet. Why's that? You asked that, then the lights dimmed and the music slowed down. We still have one more dance to do. Yep, it's your granny. I was waiting for this one. Spencer's mom wheeled his grandmother out onto the floor, and he stepped up to her. Madam, may we share this dance with you? Spencer took his grandmother's hands in his, and he looked to you. Would you be so kind as to help us, my love? I'll do my best. You took a spot behind the wheelchair, and you helped it glide around the floor while Spencer held his grandmother's hands. This lasted for a minute before she freed her hand from Spencer and she motioned for you to come around. You were made to stand next to Spencer with an arm around his waist. She held one of your hands and one of his hands. There wasn't much to be done. There wasn't much to be done like this other than for you to sway with Spencer, but Granny looked more than happy with that. I think we have the most skilled dancer of all with us. Believe it or not, you're dancing with a world-renowned ballerina and my biggest inspiration for learning how to dance. For real? For real. Why have you never mentioned this before? It's never come up is all. She performed in some of the most prestigious theaters around the world. Her dances captivated audiences of all ages and all social standings. It wasn't until high school that I started dancing in secret, and I only told Granny about it. I was too nervous to tell anyone else about it, but it was something I loved to do. I don't know if I ever told you that I felt a certain kind of relief the day you caught me and didn't make fun of me for it. I was happy that I was able to share it with someone else.
I was even happier when you started dancing with me. Granny was happy to hear it too, wrong too, when I told her. She nodded and took your hand in both of hers, giving it a pat and a kiss as Spencer knelt in front of her. She's an amazing woman, Adam, and I love her so very much. Granny ran her hands over Spencer's head, grabbing him by the cheeks and pulled him in to kiss his muzzle. I love you even more, my little dancing puppy. She tapped his nose, then took your hand again. Be sure to take good care of him for me. I will. You have nothing to worry about. A soft smile spread across her face, and she encouraged Spencer to stand up as the song changed again. Now, dance once more for me. Show me something fun. Of course. Let's put on one more show before we take a break. Okay. Spencer's mom retrieved Granny, and you and Spencer took over the middle of the dance floor once more to rile up the crowd with another show. He took the lead for this one, forcing you to dance something you were less familiar with. It wasn't near as flashy as the tango you spent weeks upon weeks practicing, but Spencer made sure to give everyone a show that left him panting when he was done. Another applause saw you off the floor, and you went to sit at the table where your parents were. You only got to relax a little bit before Darius grinned and whispered something you couldn't hear to Spencer. I hope you're ready for some fun, Adam. What now? You'll see in a moment. Hey, everyone. It's time to get all of our unmarried men up here along with Spencer and Adam. As many of you know, it's customary for the new husband to remove the garter from his wife and toss it into the crowd. What? Is that a custom? What? Clearly, we don't have a bride, and there's no dress for anyone to disappear under. What? That's not gonna stop us, though, so we have something else fun planned to embarrass our newlyweds. Darius dragged you both to your feet while everyone looked on. Do you know what he's planning? Spencer? Spencer here is, in fact, wearing a special garter. It'll be up to Adam to remove it and find out which of our lucky fellas is destined to be married next. I've never heard of this. I've only ever seen the flowers thing, the bouquet of flowers, but okay, tossing a garter? Is that a... I have never heard of this. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm just saying I've never fucking heard of this. Or disappearing under a dress? What the fuck? I'm severely unaware of this. Huh? Is it around his ankle or something? No. Then where? It's around his thigh. Huh? You're gonna have to put your hands down his pants, find the garter, unbutton it to remove it. Huh? Really? Yep. So get to it. Really? We just had a heartwarming moment with his grandmother, and you're gonna do this in front of everyone? Why would Spencer agree to this? Why? Is this really necessary? There's literally children here! Jesus. There was laughter and whistles from the crowd as Darius started dragging people to stand across from you and Spencer. You planned this with him? Yes. And you were okay with it? I thought it would be fun. You thought it'd be fun for me to stick my hand on your pants in front of your whole family? They all watched DJ go up Valerie's dress and take her garter off with his teeth. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal to do this. Now I'm starting to regret it. How long have you been wearing it? Did that happen? I must have completely blanked that out. I don't honestly remember much of that, but that happened. Jesus Christ. That's... Good God. That's ridiculous. That's definitely not PG material. Since we got dressed. Is that why Darius made you change into a different room? Partially. Partially?
You might find out why else really soon. Oh, man. Better get this over with as quickly as possible. Which thigh is it on? No cheating, he has to find it out. I swear, Spencer. You tested his pants to see if you could get your hand down them, which you couldn't. Can't even get my hand down there. You'll have to unbutton his pants if you plan on getting in them. Even more laughter ran out and you hung your head in embarrassment. Can I pretend to faint? Would that work? No, I don't think it would. And wait until you're awake again and just make you do it again. Don't blame me if you get a boner. I'm too embarrassed for that, I think. You undid Spencer's belt and unbuttoned his pants, and this is not. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't like this. And I gave you room you needed to put your hand down his fucking pants. A sharp whistle pierced the air, and I hope to fuck that they got the kids, the literal children, out of the room. Spencer hung his head against yours, and after you noticed it was Dean? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Your dads were set on embarrassing you both to the max, with the rest of your guests getting in on the heckling with barks and howls and cheers. That's fine. Your hand found bare thigh quickly, and you mumbled loud enough for Spencer to hear. What kind of underwear are you wearing? Didn't you put on boxer briefs? I did. But that's not what I'm wearing now. Spencer, is this a jockstrap? Felt around trying to figure it out, forgetting the purpose of your hand in his pants when you grabbed his furry butt. I think he's doing a little more than looking for that garter now. So it seems like it. Right leg, just get the damn thing and throw it at him. You had to go down a little further along his leg, but you found the strap in question. Your fingers ran around the strap as you hunted for the button, and you found it, and to no surprise, was hidden between Spencer's thigh and underwear package. You had to slip your fingers into the hot, slightly damp area to unsnap it, and you were able to pull it free after that. As you pulled the reward free and held it up for everyone to see, Spencer was quick to button up his pants and recompose himself. More cheering filled the room as people pounded on tables and clapped in approval and laughter. My God. Looks like he managed to find it without too much of a struggle. Now, which of these lucky fellows will catch it when he tosses it over his shoulder? Members from Spencer's family, this is really fucking weird. I wouldn't want to touch anything that's been nestled between my family members' ballsack. No, that's fucking weird. I'm sorry, that's weird. Members from Spencer's family were gathered nearby, along with all of the tennis team, and Richard. Do they really want to catch your sweaty, probably musky thigh garter? Now I'm even more self-conscious about it than I was. Maybe you should keep it. I don't think Darius will let me. We're whispering to each other and chuck that thing back here. See? You didn't think too much else about it, and Spencer looked like he was reaching out to stop you as you hurled the strap over your head into the group behind you. Spun around to watch it, and Barks cried out as a hand snatched the garter out of the air. Is it Maria? It's Richard. It's not Richard, it's Harold. God damn it, why'd I say Richard? I just expected that, I guess. It's fucking Harold. Oh, Gur's gonna have something to say about this, but that's an amazing picture, by the way. Also puts size into a fucking perspective. My God, look at the fucking size of his hand compared to that thing. Harold's eyes went wide as he pulled his prize in, and the rest of the team cheered for him, patting him on the back as he stared at it. Yep. Yep. You're not who I expected to see catch that. Same. It was coming right at me. I just reacted. The instincts of a sportsman. All this year's reacting to tennis balls, you know. You trying to tell me something, Bumble Bear? I'm sure you know what they say about people who catch those. I know what it means. I wasn't thinking when I caught it. It's not like it's a
Bad thing to think about, though, right? I would like to get married again someday.
Am I already hearing wedding bells again?
I think I hear them too.
Who knows? Maybe they aren't far off. Marriage is contagious after all.
Papa Bear.
Now, what would you say to having another dance with me?
I'd love that.
If you fellas will excuse us.
By all means, go enjoy yourselves.
Yes, please. Gur took Harold by the arm and led them back out to enjoy another dance together. They make a pretty cute couple, don't they?
They do. Ever since they got together, Harold's changed. In a good way, mind you. He's just happier overall.
You know, I've noticed it too.
Maybe we'll be attending another wedding sooner than we realize.
Maybe we'll be attending a couple of them. All of our friends seem to be happy with their partners.
True, but you never know.
Especially with Darius.
Especially with him.
Darius had Bandit pinned up against a wall away from everyone, and he was really close while they talked.
Seems to have taken a real liking to Dexter, though, and Dexter puts up with him.
Dexter likes him too, right?
Well, he absolutely does. I think he's in love, but he refuses to admit it to Darius. Well, same for Darius. I think he has deeper feelings, but won't admit it. You saw how hard it was for him to admit that he loves us.
Yeah, yes. He is a pain in the ass.
He is. But he's our pain in the ass.
Yep.
We should probably mingle with our guests a little more. I want to try sneaking out of here soon. I think I'm just about done being social today, and I want to spend time with my husband.
I like how that sounds. You returned to the table to talk more. You were both dragged back onto the floor with more dancing from time to time. There was much laughing and talking going on, and you were starting to feel worn down. You could see it on Spencer's face, too. The sun was starting to set, and you were both ready to go home. Spencer leaned in close to you and whispered,
You ready to sneak out of here?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna change out of my suit and sneak out, and you can follow. Give me 10 minutes after I get out of here, then head back to change.
Sure. Spencer slipped away, and you were left at the table with all the parents.
Where'd Spencer slip off to?
I think we're gonna sneak off. We're ready to head home and relax. Why the fuck? The whole point of sneaking off is that you don't tell anyone you're not a good ninja. I'm honestly surprised you haven't left already.
We were out the door the moment everyone started dancing at our wedding.
Same with ours. Your mother and I were ready to spend the evening together.
We've been having a good time, so we just figured we'd last as long as we could. We're both pretty drained though, so we're ready to go. In that case, I'm gonna get Granny and go wait outside. She's the only person that he needs to say goodbye to.
I'll wait to head out till you come back then. Hopefully the boys can get out without too much issue.
All right. She went to find Granny, and you were down to 3 parents.
We'll probably leave right after you two do. There won't be much of a reason for us to stay.
You cannot leave until you play catch with the boys first. Do not forget that you promised them you would.
That's right. You have to play fetch with us first.
You mean the boys?
I'm one of the boys.
Of course you are. How could I forget?
I haven't even touched my balls yet. So we need to break them in a little.
We're friends and all, Dean, but I don't think I can help you with that.
I looked at you bewildered, and you could hardly suppress your laughter.
My tennis balls, you dirty old man.
How was I supposed to know without more context? Spencer gave them a full can of tennis balls for staying clean until pictures were done.
You had to be bribed into staying clean.
I didn't have to be bribed. Spencer just gave me an extra perk is all. You will throw some for me, won't you, Edgar?
Surely you will. You cannot say no to that face. If I'm playing catch with the other boys, there's no reason why you can't chase the ball with them.
Good! They don't stand a chance with me out there.
I find that hard to believe, but you keep surprising me.
I can move when it really counts. You'll see.
You two can sort that out. I'm gonna go change out of my suit. Spencer should be outside by now. We'll come out with Dean, so we'll come out with Dean, so we'll see you soon. You changed and were able to sneak out of the chapel without anyone seeing you. You found Spencer, his mom, and his grandmother near his car.
There he is.
Anyone see you? I don't think so.
Good. We able to get away without any trouble. Granny was just waiting to see you again before she and Mom went back inside.
You approached her, and she took both of your hands in hers and smiled up at you.
Take good care of him for me, Adam. If you don't, I'll come haunt you when I'm gone.
Granny, don't say things like that.
She made a silent laugh and urged you to come down so she could kiss you on the cheek.
I know you two will have a long, happy life together. I couldn't have asked for my Spencer to have a more amazing person to love. His old eyes might not see very well, but they see plenty well enough to know that you two love each other.
Well, I'll be sure to take care of him. He's really bad at doing it himself, but you don't have to worry, since I'll be around.
Good.
Tell her that? Don't tell her that. I can take care of myself just fine.
Sure you can. I'll take care of him.
I heard that.
Granny nodded and patted your cheek.
Give me a kiss. It's time you let you two be off. You need your time alone now.
Spencer moved next to you and leaned down to give her a kiss on the side of her muzzle, and he made you do the same. She smiled softly and put a hand on your cheeks while she looked at you.
I love you both. I love you,
Granny.
I love you too. All right, boys, come give me a hug and I'll go send your father out. You and Spencer took turns giving her a hug and a kiss. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Feels like it was just last week when I saw you two cuddled, It was like just last week when I saw you two cuddled against each other in bed. You're so little, but now look at you. All grown up and married. Oh, I'm so happy. You'll have to come over for dinner soon, and we'll have a little private celebration.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'd be down. We'll plan something. Let me go get the others so they can come out now.
I'll talk to you later, Mom. Love you.
I love you both. Drive safely on the way home.
I will.
Spencer leaned against you as they walked off.
I can't believe Granny said that.
That she'd haunt me?
Yes.
I thought it was funny. It's good she has a sense of humor about that.
Yeah, but I don't want to think about her not being around.
Put your arm over his shoulder and leaned your head against him. I know. At least you know she's happy. Little puppy's all grown up and love and married after all.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll spend as much time as we can with her too, okay? Maybe we can even get her out to watch some of your matches.
She'd like that. I'll talk to Mom and Dad about that and see if we can manage something from the next tournament.
Yeah. It was long before your parents, Dean, and the triplets all showed up. What part of sneaking out involves talking to fucking everybody?
Okay, boys, tell your brothers goodbye and run around back with your tennis balls. Me and Edgar will be out there to play with you. Soon to play with you.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
When are we gonna play tennis again?
As soon as I get another free chance, we'll play, okay?
Adam too?
Absolutely. I can't just let you guys get the better of me. You and Spencer knelt down and you both got swarmed with hugs and licks from the triplets as they bolted off to play. We won't keep you long. I know you want to get home. I assume you're back there, Edgar. I can barely see you.
Yep, well, make it as quick as they did.
Getting a little too close to Richard there. I'm trying to make his voice different from Richard. From fucking Harold. God damn it, so many people. Dean took you both in a hug and at the same time and gave you both big kisses on the cheeks and held you together against him.
I love you boys so much. I'm so happy for you both. I'm so very proud of you. I'm so very proud of both of you. Never forget that. I could go on and on about, damn it, I skipped the goddamn line. I could go on and on and on about that.
You gotta go slip back into the sentimental voice.
But it's all stuff you've heard from me before. I just can't believe how happy of a dad I am enough. What? I just can't tell you how happy of a dad I am enough. I love you, Dad.
Same here, Dad. I love you. Dean's body was shaking back and forth quickly. Your tail is gonna fly off if it goes any faster.
I'm just so happy.
Got another kiss and a few affectionate nuzzles.
Be safe on your way home. I will be. Let you and Mom know we're back. Okay, I'll be waiting out back with the boys, Edgar.
I'll be there soon. Dean's tail was going non-stop as he walked off, leaving you with your parents. Well, fellas, he's saying now. I guess it's time to send you home.
I'm glad you were both able to come today. It means a lot to us.
Of course we would come. There's no way I would miss this.
But you would miss your fucking son sleeping in the goddamn park. Okay? Sorry, I'm still a little hostile. She's right. Despite what you two might think, we both love you and are happy for you. I never thought otherwise, Dad. Even when you were in the fucking homeless shelter? Okay, moving on. We just stopped getting along when I was a teenager. I've grown up a lot since then, though. And I get that you wanted me to have a good life. I understand that now, more than ever. You being here today, you supporting us, and you just telling me some of the things you did. I know you love us. Oh. Well. Don't forget it. I won't. Took the opportunity to make the first move and step up to your dad for a hug. I love you, Dad. Thank you. He was surprised, but he put his arms around you and hugged you tight. I love you, son.
My man.
Spencer.
Sir.
Be a good boy and come give me a hug. He tapped his cane on the ground and Spencer came forward. He chuckled and Spencer's tail wagged when your dad gave him a strong hug. You can call me Dad, too. Or Edgar, if you really insist on being more formal with me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you understand? You notice the hug become tighter.
Yes, Dad, I understand.
Good.
I am happy to see you all like this. I was worried for the longest time that we would not be a proper family anymore, but I am glad to see that I was wrong. Come to me, both of you.
Like Dean, your mother hugged both of you at the same time.
I'm happy to have you as part of our family, Spencer. You're a talented man, and Adam is lucky to have you.
I think I'm the lucky one.
No, we are the lucky ones.
Both got kisses before she released you.
Now, you two should head home and enjoy a quiet evening together. Celebrate the start of your lives together.
And try not to break the bed. Your mother hit your dad's arm and he shrugged.
Edgar, please, so inappropriate.
What, we're all adults here.
That does not excuse it. You boys head home. We will talk to you again soon. We will take you out for a nice dinner or something.
Sounds good, Mom. I'll text you guys later.
Edgar, go. You have Dean's balls to play with.
Now, who's inappropriate?
Husband, I will beat you with your own cane. I love you, boys. Please take care.
Good luck, Mom. Love you too. Edgar was pushed away while protesting, and you and Spencer were finally free to go home.
You ready to go?
Absolutely. Let's get home so we can spend some time together. If you know what I mean.
I absolutely know what you mean. Time to make this marriage official.
And I want to know what the deal is with the underwear you're wearing. I keep thinking about it.
You'll find out soon enough.
Hey! Don't think you get to leave without at least letting me see you off.
You caught us right on time. Parents already said goodbye and we were just right out to go.
I can't believe you tried leaving without telling me. I'm hurt. I don't buy it.
Neither do I.
Fine. I can't blame you two. I'm sure you want to get home and bone. I'm ready to go and do the same with Dexter. Did you see he's wearing a tearaway suit?
Sure did.
I've wanted to tear it off of him since I found out. Maybe I'll wait for everyone to leave, just screw around in the changing room with him.
Do what you want. You're the one who paid for the place, so you can pay for the cleanup.
True. Darius put his chin on your shoulder and wrapped his arms around you. Go home, show this dog a good time. Fuck him till he comes. I plan to. Fucking. Why do you gotta make me say this shit?
I'm pretty sure we've established who's gonna be on top tonight.
I'll believe it when you send me pictures of it.
You know that's not happening.
You say that, but we'll see. You probably won't see, but I'll tell you what happens at least.
What did you say?
Nothing important.
Maybe I'll let you just stay here with Darius and Dexter then.
I'll keep them if you want. Darius moved from you to grab Spencer the same way he grabbed you. Okay, I'll let you two go before more people realize you're out here. I hope you guys enjoy the ceremony. Seemed like a huge success.
I loved it, Darius. You have no idea. I'm the happiest dog in the world right now.
Same here. You made it a perfect day for us. I have no way to express my thanks. You could always record your fun tonight.
Don't ruin the moment, you horny cat.
Spencer took Darius's hands that were on his chest and he guided them down, letting Darius stick just his fingertips into his waistband. What the fuck? Okay.
This will have to suffice for now.
Okay, so are they friends with benefits or not? I don't understand. Like, is it just playful? Is it an official arrangement? Are they just in an open relationship? Is it just a playful thing? I'm fine. I'm polyamorous, for God's sake. Like just fucking... What is the deal? What's the deal? Tell me what the deal is. Because if Darius and Dexter are official, and Adam and Spencer are married, if they all mingle together, cool. If everyone's in on it together and they're all consenting, then whatever the fuck. As long as they're all communicating and they're all open with it, then fine. More power to you. As long as they are all open about it. But we don't know that because as far as I'm aware, they haven't fucking talked about it. But if I am just forgetting, then ignore all that. Never mind.
This'll have to suffice for now.
Good enough, I suppose.
This too.
Spencer turned his head and planted a kiss on Darius's muzzle. See, that's what I mean. Like, come on. What is this? Is it an arrangement? Are they friends with benefits? Is it open? I don't fucking know. Does it matter? I don't fucking know. Hey, oh, no, not too. Ran over and wrapped your arms around the two of them and gave Darius a kiss to. I don't fucking know. Y'all laughed and rocked around in a tangle of arms.
Thank you, Darius. You did make this day extra special for us. I'm glad we're friends.
With benefits? What the fuck are you? Me too, even if you are a pain sometimes. You're welcome. I'm glad I count you two as friends too. Now get going, go have some fun. Both got a kiss from him, and you were once again wrapped in a three-way hug where all your foreheads were together. Love you guys. We love you, Darius.
I love you both.
I'll see you guys later.
See you, Darius.
Tell the other guys thanks, and we'll see them later too.
Will do.
He waved to you as he walked away, and you both dove into Spencer's car.
Ready to go home?
Let's go. He cranked up the car, looked around, and it was time for you to head back home together. The familiar sight of a home at night. Neither of you paid any mind to your clothes as you pushed into the bedroom together, stripping everything off piece by piece and throwing it to the floor. You shared a giggle, a kiss, or a rub as you helped each other strip down.
Okay, I know you've been waiting for this.
I have. Let's see this. I have. Let's see the mystery underwear you've been wearing.
This is all Darius is doing, just remember that. He's the one that picked them out and gave them to me.
Yeah, you still chose to wear them, so show me! Spencer undid his button, wiggling his body around like he was putting on a show for you. The zipper went down slowly, and he put his back to you and let his pants slip down, showing off he wasn't wearing a jockstrap, but was wearing something else. His pants came back up, and he spun around again. He teased you a moment more, pushing his pants and the unknown underwear down as he pushed his fingers through his pubic fur. Worked his body around a moment longer, and then the underwear pop up. I imagine that's popped up as his pants fell to the floor. Good God. Can I show this? I mean, nothing's showing. All right, that's tennis ball. That's a tennis ball. It's just a tennis ball, guys. It's just a tennis ball with a tennis net. That's just a... It's just a ball. It's a ball. My God. And he's saying, ready to play. That's so fucking cheesy, god damn it. And you know anyone who's made it to the epilogue is so devoted to this fucking game, you can give them anything and they're gonna love it. God damn it. That's fucking silly. His tail was wagging madly and he couldn't stop grinning. That's what he picked out? It's dumb, isn't it? A bit. Yeah, but there's a charm to it. And I really like how it looks on you. It really accentuates your junk. I've never liked calling it your junk. Like, it's just junk. It's what's appealing about calling it your junk? Like, what the fuck junk? What the fuck makes you attracted to the word junk? Like, it sounds like people who are orally attracted to it. Like, what is appetizing about the word junk? It sounds smelly, junk. It sounds like there's going to be a film on it, junk. It sounds like there's going to be flies and mist made, like, junk. It sounds like Pigpen from the fucking Peanuts, junk. It sounds like there's going to be a fucking guy with a beard coming around to collect it, junk. It sounds bad. It sounds wrong. It sounds like junk. I don't like it. I don't like it. Junk. You moved toward him and cupped his junk with your hand, giving the firm package a rub. It's even fuzzy like a tennis ball. Yeah. Does it smell like one too?
Why don't you get down there and find out before I throw you on the bed and have my fun with you?
I was waiting for the music to happen. Yep, it's the standard extracurricular activities fun time music. And we're getting to the point where we'd have to cut it, but we'll see. We'll see. You got on your knees, ran your hand along Spencer's thighs as he looked down at you. You pushed your yep. Honestly, I probably should have to. I should say should. I probably have to cut it when you like start touching on it, but like especially when you get to like face and crotch hailing deeply, and yeah, like that's stuff that, in my opinion, should just be warranting of a rating. Like on Newgrounds, where you just list a certain video as being a certain rating, certain sponsors would apply for certain ratings, apply their ads to content of that rating, and then there you go. It's that simple. You have to log in to be able to view certain ratings, and it was fine. But now everything's so fucking complicated. Oh, way unnecessarily complicated. I could go on about it forever, but this is not the fucking venue for it. So point is, I have to cut it. If you want to play this game for yourself and watch this scene in its entirety for yourself, you can do so in the link in the description to the Patreon page for this game. You can play it for free. You can also donate for the future development of this game and other projects by the development team at any price you'd like, either on the Patreon page or on the itch page when you follow the link from the Patreon. I can't link to the itch because YouTube freaks out about that shit. So anyway, I will see you after this scene is over with. I apologize, it's not my fucking rule, it's the website being stupid and run stupidly. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. My bad. Not my bad, they're fucking bad. Moving on, I'll see you after the scene's done. I'll give you a summary. It's like the faces are getting bigger and the eyes are getting smaller. Is it just me? Like the nose is fucking huge on Spencer. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but I don't know. It's just some thoughts. Just some thoughts. Okay. So summary. There was sex to be had. From both ways. They certainly swapped the places, and I just fucking noticed something. The painting above Spencer's bed is the fucking lake that that Adam keeps dreaming Spencer at. That's literally the fucking trees above the lake that he keeps having the dream that Spencer's at when he's like a lumberjack and shit. I've never put that shit together. Never did I put that shit together. And yeah, there it is. It's right fucking there, isn't it? God damn it. I've never once put that shit to the... Oh my fucking God. Anyway, so yeah, they one did the other, then one did the other, and boom, da boom, da boom. Sex happened. And it was good. It was nice. I had one moment where I was like, I didn't go, I went like, oh, because, they do the good boy thing, where, Adam calls Spencer good boy, and, Spencer responded with, yes, sir, which, for whatever reason, made me think back to the conversation that Spencer was having with Edgar, Adam's dad, where he was kind of insisting on calling Edgar sir, like when Edgar called Spencer a good boy and he said, yes, sir. And during that, he was taking Adam from behind. And so they didn't play into that at all. But I was just like, oh, geez. There was certainly a lot of teasing during the day about, I mean, fucking Spencer did openly say, like, that he did find Adam's dad attractive. So it was just like, oh, geez. Anyway, we can move on from that. You fell to the side and you collapsed next to him, rolling onto your back so he could snuggle up against you. How was that for our first time as husbands?
Some of the best sex we've ever had, and we've had some good sex.
I agree. We've only ever done that whole double fuck thing like one other time.
I was really feeling that tonight. I wanted it all.
Same here. What should we do next?
You want to go again?
Do you? I was really thinking more about something new to try another night.
Oh, I don't know.
Is there anything we haven't done yet that you really want to do?
There are some things.
Like what?
I'm too ashamed to tell you.
Alright. We're married now. You shouldn't be ashamed to tell me anything anymore.
Oh no, I can be. There are some things best left unsaid.
Oh, come on, you can tell me. Sorry, I was moving a lot during that.
Nope.
I'll tell you something I want to do with you that we haven't done yet.
I still won't tell you. Not yet. You'll have to wait until we're in the right spot and I get caught in the heat of the moment. Then you'll know.
I bet you want me to mark you.
I'm not telling you what it is.
Fine. You better one day.
We'll find out eventually.
I'll tell you one of mine, even if you don't tell me one of yours. What? I want you to take me out to the park and fuck you at the tree you like to pee on. Okay. I get that we do species features in this game, but I'm like, okay. It gets kind of weird sometimes. For my personal tastes. Like during that whole conversation about them licking containers clean and shit, I was like, it's getting a little too close to the talking about them being fucking dogs. I'm like, this is a little weird for me. But anyway. Thoughts?
Okay, that's kind of a hot idea. I doubt I'd ever do that though.
Say that, but I bet if I were to walk through the empty park one evening with you, I could talk you into it. I could drag you off the path, lead you to your special tree, and coax you into relieving yourself. And as soon as your pants were down and you were done, I'd start teasing you. You're so easy to rile up. You'd be begging for it in a matter of seconds.
I would not be. Not there.
And not with a truck backing up just outside my door. What the fuck? Guess we'll just have to test that out.
I'll know what you're up to, though, since you told me.
You will. But that doesn't mean you would be against it.
I would be.
Your dick is getting hard again, so I don't believe you.
'Cause we're still laying here naked together.
You came twice already, so that's bullshit. He grabbed his pillow and slammed it down on top of your chest so he could lay his head down on it and pin you down. He laughed and struggled with him for a minute before giving in and just letting him lie there. He didn't move. He didn't move, and you stared at the back of his head since he was looking away from you. So,
what?
We're married.
We are?
We're actually married now. We're husbands. Me and you. Pushed himself up so he could look at you.
Uh-huh.
You realize that means we're supposed to be together for the rest of our lives, right?
Yes, I know. We went over that during our vows.
And you still willingly went through with it.
Well, it was that or pay back Darius for however much he spent on the wedding. Neither of us have that kind of money saved up just yet.
You're right. He grinned and laid back down on you with his head on your chest, and he snuggled up close to you. Oh, what a lovely scene. His fingers are too short. Why are his fingers so short? That looks weird. Anyway, I'm going to try to look past that.
I absolutely intend on being with you for the rest of my life. Loved you for years, and I'll keep loving you. Nothing in the world will ever pull me away from you or make me stop loving you either.
And
It's no mistake that I chose to be up there at the altar with you today. I feel like everything in the universe is perfect with you by my side. Like there's nothing that can come our way that we can't handle together. You're the one I want to be with, and I don't think I'd ever be as happy with anyone else as I am with you.
I know what you mean. I can't imagine a life without you being right next to me. I can't imagine a life without you being right next to me.
And you don't have to.
Nuzzled up under your chin and rubbed your chest. So, I have to ask you. Did you really not finish writing your vows before we were ready for them? Or was that all part of your vows and you just had it memorized?
I really wasn't done. I was so stressed out about it. I told Darius when he gave me the underwear and he just laughed at me. He told me I was overthinking it. He also gave me a push in the right direction and told me to just go for it. Said I already knew just what to say and I just had to say it. Never would have expected Darius to give me such good advice.
It's funny how that works sometimes, huh?
Yeah. To think we might have never ended up together if not for him. You could have ended up with him even.
I don't know about that, but I get what you mean. We owe a lot to him.
We certainly do.
His ear flicked against your beard and you kissed the top of his head. You rubbed his shoulder and you just enjoyed the feeling of his soft fur against your body. Still early in the evening, but you were tired. You only assumed he was too, so you were content to lie there with him. You continued to rub him, and he raised his hand up and looked at it. Then he raised his hand up and looked at it.
This ring is a reminder that I'll love and honor you for the rest of our lives.
You ran your hand up to his arm and clasped his hand over yours. A sign of our eternal commitment to each other?
Yeah. We'll always be together.
We will be, Spencer. Till the very last star in existence burns out, we'll be together.
Beyond that, even?
Beyond that, too. Whatever it might be. His tail slapped happily against the bed, and you felt something wet roll down your chest from near his muzzle, and he sniffled softly.
I love you, Adam.
I love you, Spencer. My good boy, my dog star, my cherished lover, my best friend, and my husband.
Your husband. I'm your husband. We really did get married today, didn't we?
We did. He laughed and pulled himself closer to you to try and mask the tears rolling down his face.
I'm so happy I got to marry you today.
I am too. Put your arms around him and ran your fingers through his head first, scratching gently behind his ears. A couple of quiet sobs made him shudder. He recomposed himself with a soft sigh.
I wanted to cry all day because of how happy I am. I wasn't able to hold it back anymore.
Had a few moments today where I nearly lost it.
It's been a good day. The best day. It's been so good I don't want it to end, but at the same time, we have so many more days ahead of us that we can spend together.
Yep. We have our whole lives ahead of us.
We do.
Stroked his head a little longer and realized you weren't going anywhere else for the evening. You were in the bed for the rest of the night. You petted him while he rubbed you, and the events of the day played through your head over and over. He asked you what your favorite part was, and his tail wagged the whole time while he listened. His favorite part was when you kissed him to finalize the marriage. He never experienced, I guess, a kiss more passionate than that one. You swore you'd match it one day. A close second favorite was when you called him your dog star and gave him the collar. The collar was the best gift. The collar was the best gift he ever received, he said. He was going to wear it during all of his tennis matches for good luck. Not like he needed luck, though, you knew. Not like he needed luck, though. You knew, and you made sure he knew that he was a skilled player. He was going to be a legit pro one day. You laughed when he commented about being a professional tennis player by day and a stripper by night. He loved to dance. And he didn't stop. And he didn't plan on stopping. If anything, it would help just in case tennis didn't work out as a career. You had faith. You had faith he would succeed. You continued talking about the next steps toward becoming a pro, including the upcoming tournaments and how far you'd have to go in them to keep moving forward. You heard him talking, but you were having a hard time listening now. You wanted to listen more. You weren't ready to go to sleep yet, but your body had something else in mind. You were too content. You were warm, comfortable, happy. The happiest you'd ever been. Continued to run your fingers through his fur until your fingers could no longer listen to you and just stopped. Spencer didn't notice. Kept talking. You felt his tail thumping gently against the bed as you drifted in and out of consciousness. You didn't hear much else of what he said. And if you did, you didn't hear. If you did, you didn't remember any of it. It wasn't until you felt his nose gently pushing up under your chin that you realized you were asleep. You were brought back to him for a moment, but you didn't open your eyes and only pulled him tightly to you as he wrapped you in his fur. Sweet dreams, Adam. My love, my husband. Know that I love you with every fiber of my being. I will never stop loving you. Never. I look forward to every day of our future together. And I'm happy to get to share it all with you. I'll be able to do anything with you by my side. Soft kiss pressed against your cheek and you felt him nuzzle into you. I can't say enough how much I love you. I will always love you. Always. And, oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my Shayla. Oh, do people still reference that? I don't know. I don't care. Oh, my God. And that's it. Just the fucking word end. That's where we have it. There we have it, folks. This update was huge, to say the least, but I hope it was as satisfying for you as it was for me. I feel like there's so much more I could write for it, but I'm happy for now. Thank you for reading and for supporting me through all of this. You have no idea how much it really means to me. Thank you all. I'll catch you next time. Clicking past the sentence will take you back to the main menu. Thank you for saying that for those who want to have a save state. That is very, very fucking convenient and thoughtful and considerate. Fortunately, I already did it, so we're good, but man! Man! Good God. Alright, that's 2 epilogues down. Only one more available to us currently as we're playing. Not gonna do it today. That's for fucking sure. Damn, let's get some thoughts out there before we, holy shit. Full transparency, before I get into my thoughts, I should say I'm about to get wisdom tooth surgery, so this return to recording is actually going to be cut short yet again. That's why I tried to record something I knew would take a while to record and take up a long amount of days. I planned to record much more than I ended up being able to. So sorry about that. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, next time I record, unless I'm able to record anything tomorrow night, but I doubt it, because it's going to be a bit hectic preparing. So odds are by the next time you're able to record, I will have a less full mouth, as I'm getting my last 2 wisdom teeth taken out, one of which is fucking sideways, and currently grinding into the rest of my teeth. So that sucks. But what didn't suck is the Spencer route. My God. So, if I were to say which route is canon in this game, which is totally subjective and is not at all meant to be a declarative statement, and I don't believe that
the fucking author of this game has declared a canon route. I don't think that would be the point. I don't think that is helpful in any way, shape, or form to do. But if I were to say what I believe is the canon route, I believe it would be Spencer's. It's the one that has the most character realization for the main character, for the character involved. It's not my favorite character in terms of their route. That would still be Harold. But I think that might just be because I relate to it more. But that's not to say that I don't absolutely fucking love Spencer's route, because I do. I really do. I think, obviously there's some confusing bits that I don't particularly identify with or appreciate as much as probably I would if I had different personal tastes, smells and an enjoyment of species features or jealousy aspects or stuff like that. But there are a lot of things to really appreciate about it. The themes of the childhood friend and loyalty and duty and pursuing your dreams, pursuing your feelings, all these things. There are so many wonderful themes in regards to just the route, not even regarding the characters involved. The character of Spencer being someone who is so pushed to success at the cost of his own happiness, and not from some semblance of the cliche parental pressure, because he doesn't have domineering parents or anything like that. This is something that he's felt a duty to do because of the pressure surrounding him, because of the pressure he's kind of put on himself, because of what he's expected of societally, of his community, of the people who depend on him. No one is forcing him into this. He's felt forced into it. And it's through the dependence, it's through the support of the people that reach out to him in this route, namely the main character, someone he's loved for a long time, but now being able to give him that love in return, that he's able to find love for himself. And that's a great thing to have in a romantic context, because that's not always something that gets explored in a dating game. Usually it's just character A wants character B finds out they also like character A, they bone, then there you go, that's it. But no, this is also a route where self-exploration happens, and that also happens in a lot of the other ones. I can't speak to Richard and Dwayne, but considering that happens in every other fucking route, I would imagine that gets explored in those as well. But obviously we'll see. There's a good track record of that, considering that happens in literally every other route. But yeah, I'm very happy with how Spencer's route went. I'm startled that it's over. Like it feels weird that Harold's route and Spencer's route are done. I mean, also, obviously, in terms of the routes themselves being done in the game, Chester's route, Dozer's route, Darius's route, those are all also over. Next time I record this game, we'll be finishing fucking Chester's Epilogue, and then I'm going to be hammering down Darius's days until we can get to his thing, do his Epilogue, and then whenever Dozer's Epilogue becomes available, I'm gonna do that. And then I believe Richard and Dwayne's fucking days are in the upper 20s already. So like the game is nearly done, unless they do some extra bonus days, which is fucking nuts. Like this goes back for me all the way to 2017. I've been playing this game for nearly 10 years. That's nuts to me. This has been a cornerstone for me. I remember distinctly that almost not being a thing for me, because there was a time when I started playing this game. I nearly quit this series twice. Once because of Spencer's route specifically, because I didn't know what fucking voice to give Spencer and I wasn't taking it seriously. I was still in that mindset of kind of
being flippant about it, not because I didn't think the game was worth it, but because I was still trying to like emulate Game Grumps and shit like that, where everything's just kind of a joke and not really fucking taking anything seriously. Emulating Game Grumps in the terms of play, not in terms of the people they are, because, you know, I want to have morals. Anyway, so yeah, I gave Spencer a Macho Man impersonation. And yeah, that would not have been possible. And people let me know about it really quickly. They were like, that was fucking stupid. Don't ever do that again. And the backlash was so severe at the time that I deleted the videos. I was scared to ever come back to it again. And I nearly gave up for visual novels entirely, at least specifically this series, because I was like, nope, not doing that. But I did come back to it. I changed it to the voice that I do now for him, which still doesn't really fit. And people have pointed that out. Like, why the fuck does Spencer sound like he smokes 12 packs a day? I don't know. Because that's just what I've always done and have done for 10 fucking years almost. Or 8 at this point. I can just say 8. But yeah, and now it's done. Now he's done. And unless and when he pops up in all the other routes, being, you know, sullen at not being chosen by the main character. Yeah, that's, boy. But yeah, the other one was when I was, I had an unhealthy relationship to the other one of when I almost quit this series was when I was forcing myself to play the games at an unhealthy pace. And I felt like I was forcing myself to do it. Numbers were the best they ever were on this channel, but I wasn't enjoying myself. And that wasn't good. It wasn't good. But that had nothing to do with the game either. I almost quit this game twice because of things that had nothing to do with this game. If I just play this game for the reasons I love this game, I wind up enjoying it. Funny how that works, huh? And that's the times that I wind up enjoying this game the most, is when I actually just let it be good. Oh, and it is. So yeah, we're 2 routes down. Next time we record, it'll be 3 routes down, unless I have to record twice to get through an epilogue again, which is possible because the epilogues are fucking long. My God. But regardless, thank y'all for joining me. I already did kind of voice it, but I think while it is fun to have Edgar and Mom, I think her name was Esmeralda or something, I don't know, but she's just called Mom. Having them pop up and be supportive and nice is fun, and they get some fun moments, and they get characterized really nicely, and it's nice to have them there. It would be nice of them to at least acknowledge, yeah, we need to have a conversation about how things were. Don't have the conversation on the day, because that's too much to fit all in one day. But like, you guys need to acknowledge the fact that things were so tense that your son chose to be homeless rather than talk to you. And you guys chose not to check in on your son for so long that it wasn't just not getting along in high school, it was in college too. Years of employment. Where the fuck was he? Both the mom and the dad decided not to fucking check up on him. And that was it. Oh, we respected his wishes not to fucking have contact. Okay. Anyone want to fucking address the elephant in the room here? Guy was homeless. And that doesn't just, happen. He felt like sleeping in a park was a better option than going back to these people. And just all of a sudden, yeah, I don't hate gay people. Oh, okay, you're okay. I'm okay with you now. Like, I don't know. I'm a little conflicted about that. Let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching. YouTuber things. Please like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you very much. I hope that the surgery goes well. It's my first time under general anesthesia, so I'm fucking nervous. But if you're watching this, I guess I survived. Unless someone else edited this. And this is the last video you'll ever see from me. That's fucking morbid. Bye!
Jesus Christ, that's a fucking outro right there. My God.